2 more speed reading sessions this week with me and Robert Glasscock, Wednesday and Saturday. The all-access viewer pass is available for $19.97 at the funastrology.com website. We'd love to have you come watch. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. Did you enjoy your spa weekend and your long weekend 3-day that we haven't been together? Except for Ray, of course, on Saturday. Hi, everybody. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. Let's rock and roll. I do hope you did enjoy your spa weekend, and I got such a thrill when I checked our Facebook group page over the weekend, and I saw that Lindsay Gates Hamilton, one of our great listeners, who is also a fantastic realtor in central Indiana. So if you need a realtor in that area who is on their highest timeline, you could check out Lindsay Hamilton. She put a picture in our Facebook group, and the links to all of our social media are at the top left of the funastrology.com website. Her kids had a spa day on Saturday. She said her boy has a Pisces moon and his intuition was listening. I just love that. So here's a shout out to Lindsay's kids and their friends who got together and did the whole spa thing over the weekend. How cool is that? And just another quick little announcement. We are doing the speed readings, and if you'd like to get a gallery seat, the all-access pass, so you can watch Wednesday, Saturday, and then the following week, I forget what day it's on, but you can watch all of those for one price, $19.97, and you can check that out at the top of funastrology.com as well. Let's check in with Kristen for Lucky Stars real quick, and then we are going to set up the next week and a little bit ahead. Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Thomas. Happy Monday. I hope everyone enjoyed their Lucky Stars days last week. This week does begin a energy shift change, and I have Wednesday particularly flagged as a cautionary day. And by Sunday, there are 3 days in a row of challenging days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If you want to find out why, join the Lucky Stars Club. Thomas and I can't wait to see you there. I hope you all have a great week.
Thanks, Kristen. And September is right around the corner. We just recorded that, so it will be ready for you who are club members at Lucky Stars. There's a link in all the show notes, so you can just click and join right there. Easy. Now, she mentioned Pivot Week. I've been following Robert Weinstein. He's Cryptodamus on Twitter. Does a great job talking mostly about crypto and a lot about financial astrology and a lot about astrology. So if you're into any of that, you could check him out. Got a great take on everything, and he's a very good astrologer. Post on Friday, he said, so here's the deal. The next 2 weeks are absolute astrological mayhem. Astrologers all over the globe right now, and he has 3 buckets of popcorn. Well, let's see what mayhem looks like, all right? So first thing is tomorrow, the moon enters Sagittarius. Well, that's not any big deal. But Wednesday, as Kristen mentioned, is a pivot day, and Mars conjoins Jupiter. This is why we had a spa weekend. Have you been feeling the tension? Has it been building for you? Well, Mars, the planet of conflict and aggression, comes right up to Jupiter and goes, mwah! Now, that happens Wednesday morning at 11:21 a.m., and we're going to have Jenny Geyer in tomorrow to talk about that aspect. She has some great thoughts on it as well. Then on Wednesday evening, Mercury, walking backward in the sky, leaves its own sign of Virgo and goes back into Leo. There's the whole tense communication thing. I'm going to let Jenny camp on that for several minutes in tomorrow's episode. So that whole Mars-Jupiter conjunction we are baking in today. We'll be baking in it a little bit stronger tomorrow. We'll be feeling it. And then when we look at what comes after that, that's where the whole domino trip begins on Wednesday. On Friday, the 2 malefic planets, Mars and Saturn, square each other. Now, that's Friday Eastern. It's 1:30 in the morning. So for a lot of the United States, at least, that will be also a Thursday evening thing on your ephemeris or if you're looking it up. Saturday, the moon enters Aquarius. Normally, we wouldn't point that out, but that's the same sign as Monday's full moon. So get your coyote howl queued up. You'll need it Monday. On Sunday, Mercury, going backwards now in the wrong sign, it left home, went back into fire, is squaring Uranus. And speaking of fire and its own sign, just a couple of hours after Mercury squares Uranus on Sunday, the Sun conjuncts Mercury on Sunday. So on Sunday, Mercury kisses fire and squares surprises. Then the big day is on Monday. The full moon is in the middle of the afternoon, at least Eastern Time, 2:25 p.m. But here's the lineup on Monday. Beginning again at about 10 till 2 Eastern. So for a lot of you, this will also be a Sunday night thing, but here's the sequence. First, Venus squares Jupiter. So Friday, we have the two malefic planets. If you want to go down this road, Hellenistic astrology certainly advocates it. Saturn and Mars squaring on Friday, the two benefics, Jupiter and Venus, squaring on Monday. Folks, that right there is a lot of tension in the air. And aren't we feeling it? All right, next on Monday, Venus again, now opposite Saturn. So it squares Jupiter, opposes Saturn within 5 hours. Then, we just talked about Mercury squaring Uranus on Sunday. Midday, the Sun squares Uranus on Monday. Then, about 5:45 in the afternoon, Jupiter squares Saturn. Then, to close out the day, in the evening, the Moon leaves Aquarius for Pisces. Then, just to mention, on Thursday of next week, Venus squares Mars. And on Saturday of next week, Mars is in sextile aspects with both Mercury and Chiron. Whew. Wow, that's a lot. All right, too much to break down here. Jenny is going to talk about Mars-Jupiter tomorrow. And while it's easy to focus on Monday the 19th as kind of the big crescendo day around the full moon and everything, remember all of those aspects are with big outer planets, slow movers in most cases. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, triggered by the likes of Mars, the hot, fiery, aggressive planet, a backwards-going Mercury back in a fire sign, Venus in two strong negative aspects, and the ultimate trigger, the Sun. Put a full moon in Don't Tell Me What to Do Aquarius, and you can just see that we're talking about something that is going to be with us all week. Now, we've navigated a lot of tough stuff together, we have, and this will be one more. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, this is just a mishmash, and there is so much going on around the world that we just have to, fasten our seatbelts, pop some popcorn, as Cryptodamus is going to be doing, I guess, and just see how this unfolds. But for those of us on our highest timeline, what do we do here? One of our biggest, most favorite tools for times like this is remember to count, don't respond. If you have to send an email, type it out, put it in your notes or draft or whatever, and don't send it for a while till you have to. This energy was there last week. It's more this week, and it will be still with us next week. Hopefully after that, maybe it starts to tether down a little bit. When you see your coworkers, your friends, your family, your neighbors, etc., reacting to this, give a lot of space. Space and grace and time would be the three keys, I think, this week. Don't respond until you have to. Respond as gently as possible. Give people space. And just have a lot of grace. Realize we're all feeling it. They're no different. The fears and the insecurities are with us all right now. So let's just hold hands together and send each other energy, and we'll get through this. We're going to be all right. And the sky is with us. And there are positives in here. It's kind of a good time to be thinking about starting some new things. So we can look at that the rest of the week. We'll be back to fully talk about this together again on Wednesday. So we'll have time to unpack it. There are good sides to this. High timeline stuff as well. Just wanted you to hear the cautionary tale so that you're prepared. All right, have a great one. If you're in Indiana looking for real estate, holler at Lindsay. We'll see you back. Bye.